Mama mit Aufnahme und so von Anfang an. Okay.
September 21st, 1987. It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started. What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Terraria. Ja, Broken ist leider nicht da. Okay, Faith haben wir hier. Kleines, interessantes Spiel. Okay, Move. Oh, oder? Oh, Controller, nice. Geht mit Controller. Streambild hängt. Nein. Also bei mir sieht's gut aus. Sollte eigentlich nicht hängen. Also ich hab mich auch gerade eben kurz nicht bewegt. Aber normal sollte man jetzt was sehen. Ah ja, und oben die Trinkgeldgeber, die sollten ja sowieso durchgehend durchlaufen. Vielleicht mal neu laden oder so. Ja, heute hat der Stream irgendwie so seine Probleme. Okay, warten wir mal kurz auf Test. Schnell einen Weg in die Hölle bauen. Jetzt läuft's wieder. Okay, wunderbar. Also, ja, kurzes Tutorial-Zeug. I will walk before the Lord in the land of the living. Okay, holen wir mal den Apfel. Face demons and cast them out with the space skill. Resist the devil and he will free from you. Hinfort! Böser Teufel. Okay, das war's schon. Was haben wir für Extras? Flashlight Mode, Lantern Mode. Ah, okay. Ja, gucken wir mal, wie lange Faith geht. Wenn's schnell rum ist, können wir ja noch ein bisschen Terraria oder so spielen. Okay. Ludum Novus. New Game. Okay. Also, New Game. Okay. Faith. Ich kenne es ein bisschen. Fort. Okay. Geh weg. Bohnen. Oh. Wait. You're invited. Come celebrate Nate and Jason's 6th birthday. Saturday, May 3rd. 12 bis 16 Uhr. Turn right at 1338 Snake Meadow Hill Road and go straight past the well. Okay. Geh weg. Was? Toll. Hinten rum. Müssen wir erst einen Schlüssel finden oder wie? Okay, dann such mal Schlüssel. Geh weg. Oh. Was ist das für ein Ding? Keine Ahnung. Komisches Spinnenviech. Ah, okay, ist ein Mensch anscheinend. Mortis. So, haben wir Mortis verpasst. Haben wir vielleicht im Kofferraum irgendwas? Nee. Geh weg. Komisches Rake-Ding. Oh. Hey. Oh Gott. The Martins' house lies about 100 yards off the Snake Meadow Hill Road. There's almost no driveway. Trees jut out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the lay person. Oh. Ey, Schlüssel. Oh, da war das Viech. Weg da. Okay, komisches. Nein! Du Sack. Mensch, ich will das Mortis nicht. Nicht überspringen, weil das ist cool. Ah, okay. So, hier. Ah, da war was Lilanes. Purple Guy. Ah, okay, wunderbar. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. Aha. Okay. Warum ist die Musik weg? Okay. Meint, das ist ein Bett? Wenn das ein Bett ist, dann ist es ein riesiges Bett. Das ist ja allein von der Breite her doppelt so groß wie ein erwachsener Mann. Jo. Was? Hm. Okay. Schauen wir uns oben mal um. Wie alt ist das Spiel? Moment. Jetzt gucken, ob ich es rausfinde. Faith kam 2017 raus. Also knapp 2 Jahre. Oh. I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices outside around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I wanted to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day, and now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Sound vom Spiel. Es hat Sound, ja. Beziehungsweise es hatte Sound. Weiß auch nicht ganz genau, was passiert ist. Ob absichtlich Musik einfach stoppt oder. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her. Or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came, so I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anish about it next time we have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead. Or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. Okay. So, Keller. So, da drüben ist Blut oder so. Eine Ecke im letzten Zimmer oben. Vielleicht. Gut möglich. Naja. Okay, hier ist auch nichts. Aber sicher ist sicher. So, ich gehe mal kurz raus und wieder rein. Vielleicht. Ne, hier drin soll anscheinend keine durchgehende Musik sein. Dann haben wir halt keine Musik. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter you asked what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary. The area we're working in has a lot of folks who practice Quimbamba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San la Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said, "No, but I have prayed to San la Muerte." He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San la Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Layton. Professor Layton? Wurde der jetzt zu einem christlichen Missionar? Nachdem er anscheinend keine Lust mehr auf Detektivarbeit hatte. Schaufensterpuppen. Gruselig. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother, Mother," the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. Ooh. But whoa.
She is here.
That she's here. Okay. Get back, Amy. Okay. Get back. Nix, Mommy.
I heard a door open upstairs.
Okay. Upstairs, upstairs. Ah, Dachboden. Karen, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, my superior father, when I confronted her, she managed to cut the power to the house and her own parents with their own. I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I can still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you and I'm sorry, John. Ah! And what, demon?
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty?
Yeah.
I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Böser Dämon. Schuh. Oh, what? Oh, oh. Okay. Oh, what?
Mortis.
Da wenigstens Checkpoint. Sehr schön. Ja. Ja. Wow. Wow, was?
Mortis.
Okay. Was muss ich da denn machen? Okay, ja. Erstmal einfach nur ausweichen. Mortis. Oh! Okay.
Mortis.
Ja, Mortis. Ich weiß schon. Okay.
Mortis.
Ich verstehe. Etwas. Ein bisschen zumindest. Ah! Dass die mich da noch bekommen hat, ey. Böse Amy. Gott. Was? Klasse. Ach, ich bin ja ganz oben. Schnell hinterher. Relic. Okay.
A gun with one bullet.
Bullet. Nice. Oh nein. Rückwärts. Rückwärts Musik. Nice. Hm. Hm. Wald war nicht ganz so dicht. Ne. Irgendwie nicht. Hm. Okay. Ah! Oh. Game over. Eine 1 von 5. Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a sterling girl who had been missing. John Ward of Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. The officer thought it might be poachers. The officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. When questioned, Ward reportedly said, "I've killed her." According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to authorities that he shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. After a brief search, police located Amy's body in the woods near the now abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the house. An officer who helped recover the body told reporters that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It is suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victims' trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. Ha, okay, das war ein Ende. Gucken wir mal, ob wir die anderen Enden noch finden. Waffe lasse ich liegen dann. Aber ich hab noch etwas Wichtiges zu tun mit der Waffe. Bam! Kommt davon, wenn man immer wegläuft. Gut.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror.
Oh! Rache! Was? Wow. Okay. Unerwartet. Jo. Okay. Ha. Unidentified body discovered near wrecked car. The site of a deadly car accident was discovered along a road near Stirling this morning, along with the body of a person who has not yet been identified. At 6 a.m. this morning, a resident called to report an accident along Snake Meadow Hill Road. The driver of a silver sedan had swerved off the road and struck a tree. A spokesman for the police commented that the body appeared to have been dragged several yards away from the car deeper into the woods after having been ejected from the front windshield. It was noted that the body had been mangled beyond recognition. Investigators suspect this was probably the work of coyotes. Kojoten. Irgendwie so. Police also noted that parts of a cleaned white-tailed deer were found in the trunk of the car. From a white-tailed deer, a hunter typically gets 75 pounds of meat. However, it appears the victim of the accident was only able to carry 25 pounds back to the car. Moment. Ist Whitetail Deer, ist das die hier, was only able to carry 25 pounds back to the car, ist das eine Anspielung auf Oregon Trail? Das wäre interessant. So, gehen wir mal ohne Waffe zu Amy. Oregon Trail könnte hier gespielt werden. Könnte ich mal machen, ja. Mal kurz gucken, ob bei den Steinen irgendwie was ist. Beziehungsweise, ja, gucken wir mal, ob beim Hause irgendwie was ist. Bei der Hütte. Ja, wenn wir wenigstens ein bisschen schneller laufen können. Ey, da ist wer. Was? Oh. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. Gucken wir nochmal zu Amy. Keine graue Person hier. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected registering the markers on your property as a historical cemetery. Our office has had difficulty identifying who was buried there. The inscriptions on the gravestones are written in a language that we cannot identify. I've sent the gravestone rubbings to some of my peers at the University of Connecticut. I will reach out to you when I get a response from them. All the best, Daryl Henderson, State of Connecticut Historical Society. So einen auffälligen Stein. Schauen wir mal. Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. All the needles are falling off it and the bark is peeling. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She's totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something she's passionate about, but I've gotten ugly looks from some of the women at book club. Kathy and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. Was? Okay. Oh! Ja, da ist was Neues. Eichhörnchen. Nein, das macht keinen Sinn. Ich bin die ganze Zeit nach oben gegangen. Und da ist der Brunnen, obwohl der Brunnen eigentlich unten sein soll. Verlorene Wälder. Fehlt noch irgendwas. Sieht so aus, ja. Komme ich nicht vorbei? Ne. schade. Hm. Ja, okay, da komme ich anscheinend nicht hin.
A gun with one bullet.
Hm. Okay, das wird wahrscheinlich dann das dritte Ende sein. Das mal sehen. Ich nehme an, dann haben wir noch ein Ende, wenn wir einfach gar nichts erschießen und wegfahren. Das fünfte Ende.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid.
Oh! Da war er. Fahr dein Son. Esteemed Cardinal Gifford, with all due respect, you cannot grasp the importance of the work I am doing for young Michael without being present here. Michael needs my help now more than ever. In the past few weeks, I have made great progress with Michael's affliction. Nevertheless, whatever darkness is inside of him fights back with increasing ferocity. We must not let up the fight against the enemy at such a critical time. There is another reason why I dare not return Michael to his family, nor let them see him. The darkness inside him afflicts his soul, but it also causes a terrible strain on his body. So that there may be no mistaking what I mean, I have enclosed a photograph of young Michael during one of our sessions. Photograph is missing. Okay. Ich habe eine Idee. Interessant. Dass sie daran gedacht haben. Oh, was? Oh, okay. Okay. Ha.
A gun with one bullet.
Oh, what? Jo, was? Bonus-Boss-Kampf. Jo. 30. Dezember 1986. Dear Dr. McGlashan, it has been 30 days since the beginning of my treatment here at Yale Psychiatric Institute. Dr. Spinal, who has been so patient with me, has helped me understand my afflictions and has helped me find a way to move forward and accept the truth. With Dr. Spinal's help, I have come to accept what really happened in September at the Martin family residence. I accept that what happened was not the result of any supernatural phenomenon, but rather the desperate actions of a young girl driven to violence by her dogmatic parents and old church rituals that are thought to drive out evil. I am happy to report that since accepting the truth, my nightmares have ceased, and I now enjoy peace of mind that I have not felt since the incident. Given my progress since first coming here, I respectfully request my release from Yale Psychiatric Institute, contingent upon follow-up appointments with Dr. Spinal in the future. Sincerely, John Ward. Oh. Okay. War das gar kein Ende? Kein richtiges Ende oder so. Oder war... Nee. Kurz bei den Steinen vorbeischauen. Mit Pistole. Ne. Oh! Okay.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror in the night, nor the evil that walketh in darkness. Because I have made the Lord my refuge. Because I have set my love upon Him, therefore will He deliver me. I shall call upon Him and He will answer me. He will be with me in trouble. He will deliver me and honor me. I can't explain what happened at that house. I can only have faith that I did the right thing.
Yeah. Playing 5 for 5 when faith endures. Police, animal experts investigate chupacabra remains found near Sterling. Sterling PD is enlisting the help of local animal experts from the University of Connecticut after the remains of an unidentified animal were found near Sterling. The remains of an animal which some residents are calling a chupacabra were discovered on Snake Meadow Hill Road by a motorist yesterday. The animal had apparently been struck by a vehicle and parts of its carcass were scattered across the road. Police say they initially investigated the gruesome scene because the motorist who discovered the remains had told them they appeared to be of a person. After arriving at the scene, police concluded that the remains were of some kind of animal. As a matter of public safety, we want to be sure about what exactly we're dealing with here, said a Sterling police spokesman. This is clearly not a deer or a coyote. If it's a mountain lion or exotic pet that escaped from its owners or an animal with rabies, we need to know about it. Animal experts attached to the investigation would not speculate about what kind of animal had been found, although they commented that the animal was hairless, anemic, and apparently suffered from the rickets, a vitamin D deficiency that appears in animals and children who have not received enough sunlight. Jetzt alle. 1 fehlt noch. Ich nehme mal an, wenn ich ohne Pistole zum Auto gehe. Sollte es sein. Okay, also okay. Also ins Auto kann ich nicht.
A gun with one bullet.
Im Kreuz abwehren. Komplett vergessen, dass ich das Kreuz habe. Okay. Wollte nur gucken, ob was passiert, wenn ich absichtlich daneben schieße oder so. Oh, das ist neu. Okay, das Kreuz bringt nichts. Kreuz bringt diesmal nichts.
A gun with one bullet. A gun with one bullet.
Toter Baum. Ja. Straße. Den schießen. Sieht nicht so aus. Alle dreimal erschießen. Schauen wir mal.
A gun with one bullet.
Ich komme nicht mehr rein. Okay, also wenn man ein was erschossen hat, dann kann man nichts weiter erschießen. Amy ist weg. Welches Ende? Ich habe mir die Nummern nicht gemerkt.
I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him I will trust. I shall not be
Ich schau mal
afraid.
schnell. Father! Mal kurz gucken. Interessantes Spiel hat sogar sein eigenes Wiki. Okay, Faith. Okay, also, ja, viel steht aber jetzt hier auch nicht. In dem Wiki. Hm. Gibt es denn keine? Kein Guide oder sowas? Hm. Okay, Moment. Okay, if you kill Amy, it turns out it was all a schizophrenic episode and you're locked away for murder. Why you really did kill a possessed girl and schizophrenia is how the judge comes up. If you kill Michael, you simply drive away. Complete. If you kill the shadow, Michael kills you. If you kill a deer, the deer kills you right back. Okay. Ah, okay. Okay, ich weiß, wie wir unser letztes Ende bekommen. Müssen wir wieder was abschießen.
A gun with one bullet.
Und das ist übrigens ein Fuchs, kein Eichhörnchen. Also steht zumindest auf der einen Seite. Hm. The Offering. Hello, Amy. I'm sorry to hear about your parents' decision. It is hard for people to trust what they do not understand. I know you are only 17, but you are clearly an adult and you are able to handle your own life. Do not let your mom and dad stop you from following your dreams. If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know. We're having a get-together at the clinic Saturday night and I would love for you to stop by. We still consider you a part of the team, even if your mom and dad do not. We hope to see you there, Gary. Okay. Ja, das war anscheinend irgendwie ein satanistischer Kult oder sowas. So, das ist ein Lantern-Mode. Ah, okay, das ist Lantern-Mode. Hey, okay. Moment. Einfach nur um sich rum sieht. Und Flashlight Mode sieht so aus. Okay. Interessant. Replay Intro. Okay. Ja, das war Faith. Kam original 2017 raus. Das hier ist die 2019er Version. Anscheinend steht unten, zumindest. Ah, ja. Falls euch das gefallen hat, habe ich eine gute Nachricht. Es gibt Faith Chapter 2, also Faith Kapitel 2. Werde ich auch streamen. Kurz einen Moment. Faith Chapter 2 takes place during the satanic scare of the 1980s, a period of widespread paranoia, devil worshipping, witchcraft, and occult practices. There was no internet, no text messaging, no GPS. Forget blue and pink neon. The 1980s were scary. Okay. Also scheint indirekter Nachfolger zu sein von dem jetzigen Spiel. Arrow Broken. Kommst leider ein bisschen spät. Wollt gerade mehr oder weniger fertig machen, den Stream.